Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we're going to talk about Hamzat al-Wasl. Wasl means connect. We have two types of alif. Okay, actually two types of Hamza. We have Hamza. It's called Hamzat Qata. And we have a Hamza called Hamzat Wasl. Wasl connecting the things together. Mawsul, connecting. Qata, we stop on it. Example. Akala. Did I pronounce it? How do you pronounce it, Yusra? Read that word again.
Akala.
Akala. Okay. How do you read that?
Asad.
Asad. Right.
Usama.
Okay. Usamatu or Usama. We're going to talk about the tamarbuta. If there is nothing after, we make it as a h. But I'll give it to you later. Usama. Good job. She read the short sound, the long sound, and the rest of the word. Asad. Usama. Okay. What word is it?
Il.
Can you say it again? You got it right.
Ilham.
Right. Ilham. Do you know anybody's name Ilham? Ilham. All these type of Hamza is called Hamzat Qata. That's why I say it. See? Ilham. Usama. Asad. U. E. Okay? Now the other type of Hamza, Hamzat al-Wasl, usually you're going to see this on the top of it in the Quran. That sign mostly in the Quran. All the time. You're going to see it. In Arabic book, you're just going to see alif, straight line, nothing on it. Okay? You might be seeing that, maybe not. Okay? That if you see this, that means that Hamza is wasl. Then what I should do? There's many way to do it. First of all, if after this alif there is a lam, and that's the most things you're going to see in the Quran. If there is after this alif, I'm going to put it the way in the Quran. Okay? If after this alif you're going to see a lam, might get the lam with sukoon, or you're going to see the same type of alif, there is a lam, nothing on it. Okay, then what I should do? Now, if the word, any word, let's say the ayah, we're gonna talk about Quran now. If the ayah starts with alif, this type of alif, then there is a lam. What I should do, I'm gonna make this alif as a okay? You're not gonna see this in the Quran. You're gonna see that. I think some Urdu writing, they put it. But I don't wanna, I can give her all the ways. Now, if you see on the letter, it's already easy. They told you what are the answers. You start it. But if I wanna read this, for example, I'm gonna take this out. How are you gonna read it? No, that's not a u. This is not a dhamma. This sign told you have to join. But over here, is anything before to join with? Is anything before this alif? No. Then how are you going to start it? I will start it as a... How are you going to read this part? Al. Ahsanti. Al. Do you know any word to start with al? Any word from the Quran? A word you know? What's the first surah in the Quran? Surah? Al. Oh, let me write the name of the surah here. Let me see if you can read it. I'm going to write the way of the Quran. Yeah, how are you going to read it? Alfa. Make it ha. Al-Fatiha. Do you know surah called Fatiha? What is the name of the surah Fatiha? Started with what? Alhamdu.
Alhamdulillah.
Aywa. Al-Fatiha. Start with word. I'm going to write it now. How are you going to read it? This is called alif. Alif. Lam. Al-Ta'rif. Al-Ta'rif. Oh, sorry. Al-Ta'rif. How are you going to... Oh, I'm sorry. I give the answer. How are you going to read it? Good job. Alhamdu. Right? Alhamdu. Then I started with as what? Right? Then, every single word start with this type of alif. Then after that, there's a lam. Every word, you're going to start with all the time. Okay? Alhamdu. Al-Karim. Al-Quddus. Al. Those are the name of Allah. How many names for Allah, honey? I don't think so. You learned that yet. See? How are you going to read that? Oh, it's a big word. With every single word rules we learned. Yeah, what is that? Al. What is that? It's. What is that? أيوة. يلا join it. Al-Qud. Join together. Al-Qud. Qud. Do. That's a sound. Long sound here. It's together. Quddusu. Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, Al-Malik, Al-Quddus, As-Salam. Now, then, is anything before these words here? Is anything before to join with? Is anything here before this alif? Do you see any letter here? Yes or no? Here. Do you see anything before? I'm not talking about that. Do you have see it? Okay. What about this? Is any word here? Any letters? What about here? Yes or no? No. Okay. Then this is the first rule. If there is nothing before the alif hamzatul wasl, we pronounce it as a. طيب. Let's see what we do if there's two words. For example, we're still talking about, is the lam here silent or we pronounce it? Is that this alif lam silent? How you read it? Read it again. Read it again. Yeah. Read this again. Read it. Al. Is it silent or do you pronounce it? Al. Did you hear lam? Al. Yes. Al. Why? Because this call Laam Qamariya. You know what Qamariya means? Qamariya means, what's that? I'm bad at art. Doesn't look like it, right? I'm sorry. I'm so bad. What's that? What is this?
Moon.
Moon. Yes, that's moon. For this lamb, it's called Laam Qamariya. That means the Laam Qamariya, we pronounce it. But why? Is there any lamb we cannot pronounce? Yes, there's a lamb called, what's this? There is a lamb called Laam Shamsiya. Qamar is the moon, Shams is the sun. Okay? Shamsiya. Moon and sun. The Laam Shamsiya is silent. The Laam Qamariya, we have to say it. I'm going to give you now example. Oh my goodness, how can I do that? How can I read this? Is anything on the lamb? Is anything on the letter lamb? No, but how can I read it? Then what's going to happen to the lamb? Where the lamb should go? We're going to hide it. The lamb hide. You have to hide it. Then how are you going to read it now? Good job. You start with ah. Even Arab with the hamza. She remember. Remember, if the word has alif lam, always the alif starts with ah. Good job. Then how are you going to read now? No, what letter is that? Does it look like that? Okay, let me fix it. It's maybe my fault.
Arra.
Arra. Continue. Arra. Arrah. Rah.
Man.
Allah alayki. Ar-Rahman. Even Arab with sukoon, she knows it's a n, right? Ar-Rahman. Who is Ar-Rahman? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is one of the names of Allah. Ar-Rahman. Allama al-Quran. What is Quran?
Book.
Allah's book, right? Okay, then. Al-Fatiha. See what happened to the ta? I changed it to ha. Al-Fatiha. Here. Ar-Rahman. Let me give another word with this type of lamb. Then I'm going to see how you're going to do it. Then, is this lamb sun lamb or the moon lamb? Shamsiya or Qamariya? This lamb.
Moon.
No, I'm talking about this one. Is it this one or that one?
That one.
This? Yes. Then remember, the sun lamb is always silent all the time. But how I know? I'm not going to put cross all the time on the lamb. I'm not going to do that because otherwise the Quran is going to be too much scrabble. I don't want to miss the Quran. There's two hands to find out if this lamb silent or not. The first hand is the lamb always nothing on it. Is anything on the lamb? Okay. The second hand, the following letter after the lamb has what? Shadda. I graduated from college and none of my teacher told me that. Can you believe that? None of the people. None. I just recognized actually with the teaching. Then always the letter after lam has a shadda. All the time. Then because of that, right away, as soon as you see there is a double sound on the top of the lam, on the top of the letter after the lam, that means lam silent. All the time. See? I'm gonna write word. Is this lam this type or that type? Moon or sun?
Moon.
Moon. Ahsanti, mashallah. Yes, moon. How you know it's moon? Because what?
Sukoon.
Sukoon. Where is the sukoon? Top of which letter?
Lamb.
Top of the lamb. Okay. Now, let's pretend I'm going to change this letter now. Which type of this? Moon or sun?
Sun.
Sun. Ahsanti. That's sun. Wow. How you know? How you know that's sun? Lamb.
Because there's nothing on it.
Nothing with the lamb. Now, can you tell me how you're going to read it? How are you going to read it? We are ready for the party, right? Next week, inshallah, we have a party, big party for you. How are you going to read it?
Allah.
Where is it? Okay. The and connect with what?
Nothing.
No, I mean, how are you going to read it? The and after the what letter are you supposed to say?
Allah.
Where is the lamb? Can I pronounce the lamb?
Allah.
Can I pronounce the lamb? Why? Because nothing on it. Then what happened to the lamb? We're going to hide it. Hide it. Yeah. How are you going to say it now?
Alpha.
Atha. Good job. Atha. Continue. Atha. Atha. Joining with the what? Which letter is that? Yeah. Atha.
Allah.
Athalab. Guess what thalab means? Fox. Can you read this word? 5 years old. She can try to do Arabic, but she cannot do even 3 letters English. That means she's a good smart student. She's finished the rules of Arabic, but she doesn't know English, and she have a good teacher too. Right? Now, inshallah, I'm gonna show you all this from that book. Okay, from the we see there. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Okay, I'm gonna read it for you once. Then you're gonna see how I jump in. For the beginning, I'm gonna use my pencil. You're not gonna read from the Quran, from this Quran. She's gonna use her Quran, inshallah. The one that Quran is your gift. So you're gonna have it and you're gonna keep it. I'm gonna start. Ready? I'm gonna read slowly, of course. Bismillah. Oh, what happened to this alif? Hamzat wasl. Can you say Hamzat wasl? Wasl, and that also Hamzat wasl. But I cannot do it because it's too much here complicated. But this alif gone. Alif gone. Lam gone. Both letters gone. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. It's there, Rahimi, right? Did you see what number is that? واحد. Now some of the ulama says al-basmala, it is called basmala, it's a part of Surah Al-Fatiha. That's why if you look at the numbers, you're going to see the last number is 7. سبعة. واحد and سبعة. But the other ulama says no, al-basmala in Surah Al-Fatiha is not ayah. We don't count it as an ayah. That's why sometimes when you hear Imam, maybe he recited Al-Fatiha, al-basmala loud, he will say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Alhamdulillah. But the others, they don't pronounce it. Some of ulama, they just start quiet in the beginning because they recite al-basmala silent. Then they start loud, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. It depends on the madhab. It depends on the madhab, okay? Okay. I want you to read the first ayah. Alhamdu and start it. Start. See how I use my finger? Yeah. Go ahead. Okay. Rabbi, go ahead. B after B, what we do? Go all the way. Bil Alameen. This is what I want to show you. Now, in the beginning, I start with A, right? Because nothing before. Is anything here? No, that's why I start with Alhamdu. But over here, the ayah is connected until I reach number 2. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Rabbil, see? Bil. Then what happened to the alif here? Gone. Then Hamzat al-Wasl, what happened to the Hamzat al-Wasl? We hide it. The same way we hide the Laam Shamsiya, same thing we hide alif Hamzat al-Wasl. But in the beginning, I'm going to start it. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. I stop. Of course, there's alamina. It's okay if you want to say alamina. That's okay. In the beginning, fine. But later on, I'm gonna let you tell you when it's the ayah is over, done, or I stop. Doesn't matter. Even maybe I stop in the middle of the ayah. See, I can say Alhamdulillahi Rabb, for example. Let's say, oh, I'm out of breath. Okay, I can stop. If I stop, I ignore that sound. But if I'm gonna read the whole ayah, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Stop. Okay. Let's see how we're gonna stop the second ayah. Yeah, that's the only thing. So I'm gonna give you just that ayah. Did you see how we say it? Ar-Rahmani Nir-Rahim. Did you see that? You start with the first alif, Hamzat al-Wasl, but you hide the second alif, Hamzat al-Wasl. Did you see that? Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. By the way, she read it fast because she knows the surah by heart. Okay? Do this slowly because I want to recognize this. Yeah, slow down. Maliki. Yawmi. Me. After Yawmi. Yawmi. Okay. Is alif we can say it or no? No. Is this lam we gonna say it or no? What type of lam is that? Sun lam or the moon lam?
Sun.
Good job. Sun lam is what happened to sun lam? We hide it or we have to say it?
Hide it.
Good job. Both alif hamzat wasl and the lam both silent. Yawmiddin. Got it? Good job. For today we're gonna stop here inshallah. I'm gonna